dang, I didn't realize it was live. I'm sure this stream will be deleted because of the music, but that's okay. I don't anticipate any problems. And if there are problems, I'll just pull up my other phone and go live. And I can't see a thing, so if y'all are chatting, I can't see a thing. It's too bright out here. I got my AR-15 on my back. I got my Government is the Crisis trailer behind my bike. One side says Government is the Crisis, and the thumbnail for this video is the other side. It's a nice day out here. I've only seen a couple of people on the trail so far. So, let me turn this down a little bit. I want to talk a little bit about Donnie Leak. In case you didn't hear by now, a friend of mine, not a good friend, not a close friend, but a friend nonetheless. We've talked several times, we've met a few times at rallies, but he was out Schleicher County, forgot the name of the town out there, but supposedly his parents called the police and said that Donnie was shooting at him. He was not shooting at them. He actually, I mean, I'm not apologizing for this or saying it's right, but I guess he was shooting at the tires of their vehicle. They were not in the vehicle, from what I understand. And I don't know what precipitated that. But either way, that was like the night before. Then the sheriff showed up because the parents had called, and they called in DPS and I think the Texas Rangers, I'm not sure, kind of surrounded him. He did a live stream of all this. At one point, there was a drone over his property that he either did or tried to shoot down. But you know, it was a trespassing drone over his property, so you can't really fault him for shooting at a drone. Anyway, instead of, I mean, he's obviously hurting. Donnie had pretty much lost everything with this COVID stuff, and so he was very depressed, and of course he's already angry because, like me, he's been harassed and falsely detained and arrested by law enforcement on several occasions. I don't know if they just didn't like the fact that he doesn't like cops, because he's pretty vocal about it, but no more vocal than I am. But anyway, they surrounded him. They started bringing in their MRAP, closing in on him. And from the story that I've heard from people directly involved, and I'm not talking about cops, when they started bringing the MRAP in, closing in on him, of course they had the gunner in the hatch. Donnie feared for his life, supposedly, and an exchange of gunfire happened. Now, the word I'm getting from both sides, both the police and non-police that are aware of the situation personally, Donnie did fire the first shots. However, at what point, when you've got armed and vicious cops bearing down on you and no one's bothered to try and contact you, do you defend yourself? But I still think Donnie was executed, because the police department, the sheriff's office, and DPS, they initiated that aggression. All right. I mean, they were watching his live stream, because they even said so, and he mentioned in his live stream that he had PTSD, he was depressed. Okay, that should have immediately kicked something off in their mind that, hey, we should probably try to figure out a way to de-escalate this situation. And instead, as cops generally do, they escalated it until someone was dead, and obviously it wasn't a cop that was dead. Nobody was injured other than Donnie, who was killed. I'm going to back off a little bit on my statement that he was necessarily murdered. And again, I can't see if y'all are commenting. It's way too bright out here, and my phone's on my handlebars. But anyway, those are just some of my comments and a little bit of the information I have I can pass on to you. I don't think Donnie's innocent, but I also don't think that Donnie should be dead right now. I think it's just another example of government, that government impatience is more important than a life, instead of just trying to negotiate and talk with people. Because I know Donnie's a very reasonable person, and unless he's been driven to take drastic actions, he's not going to. And I guarantee you, if somebody would have just talked to Donnie, and they could have talked him down very easily. They could have gotten a hold of somebody that was close to him, that could have gotten to him and got him to back down. But instead, they rolled in on him like he was a freaking terrorist. He wasn't hurting anybody. And even if you buy the fact that he shot out his parents' tires or something like that, at the time that the police showed up, he wasn't a danger to anyone, because he was the only one there. So, anyway, it's just a bad situation all the way around. Hang on, what's this? What is going on here? There we go. But just some comments, because I know I was very critical, and I'm still critical, just in a different way. I was very critical of the police killing Donnie, and said that the police had murdered him, or at least assassinated him. I think that's probably a better word at this point, is assassination. Anyway, back to the ride. Oh, a little snake. Little bitty snake.
I consider myself the luckiest man on the face of the earth. I've been given bad things, but I've got an awful lot to live for.
Listening to a little bit of Amity Affliction. For those of you who don't know who this is. Let's see, I can't really see. Even if I put my hand over the phone, I can't see. Actually, you know what? While I'm out here, I'm going to show y'all something. I'm gonna ride my bike over to where I was arrested. Geez, 7 years ago. Can you believe it's been 7 years? Here in Temple, that started the open carry movement. For those of you that remember that video, and for those of you that were here for the first walk that we did, the hike that started it all, it's going to look completely different to you guys. It's going to take a few minutes to get over there, though, because I already passed the turnoff. This wasn't here 7 years ago, this park. They're adding a bunch of soccer fields and football fields or whatever. It's not far though. So this little loop that I'm on right now, it crosses over industrial here. And that road, when we crossed, that wasn't there when I got arrested 7 years ago. So this is all new. Howdy. So this is Prairie View straight ahead. As you know, that's the road that I was arrested on. But about a half mile up the road here, I'm going to show you how different it looks. But this used to be all field right here, where we're at and where we're about to cross. That road is brand new. Oh, research, not industrial. Sorry. Gotta come to a complete stop here. Shoot. All right, so this is like an extension of Prairie View. As a matter of fact, growing up, we used to farm this land right here. We had a big cattle pasture right here. Whew. Oh, this hill is killing me, and it's a small one. We'll be there in just a minute. Oh, geez. Going uphill and against the wind right now. Now this building over here You see that building? It's a maintenance building for the baseball fields over here. This is all new as well. But we used to have a barn over there, almost at that exact location of where that building is. We used to have a barn, and funny story, I don't know, I was probably maybe 11, something like that, between 10 and 12, something. Anyway, I was out there helping my family load up some hay bales and stuff. And the cows, when you're loading hay in a pasture into a loft, the cows, of course, get very curious because they think they're being fed. What's going on? How y'all doing? Good. Thanks, bro. Be free. The other side says government is the crisis. Take it easy. You too. Be safe. Be free. Nice. They slowed down to say they like my message. All right. Anyway, so a freaking bull started charging me, and I was like freaking out. There wasn't a tree. I started trying to climb this little tree, and my uncle just jumps out in front of the bull and screams, and the bull goes running off the other way. It's kind of funny. All right, so this is Lightner right here. This, from here, this just used to be a dead end. You can only go right. And then over here to the left, where the baseball field is, there used to be a road that went down that way. That road is gone completely now. And so this is the road I was on when I was stopped. And I was stopped right down here, 2 more telephone poles about. So right about where this manhole cover is, right here. So this is where I got arrested in Temple, right here, for doing almost the exact same thing I'm doing right now, which is I was walking with a rifle on my back, or actually on my chest. And right now I'm riding a bike with a rifle on my back. So pretty much the exact same thing, but you know, slightly different. But look how this has changed. It's now a four lane divided road. Okay, that building way up there on the hill, if you can see that, that's a new school that was built. That wasn't here before. None of this was. This was all fields and pastures. Like I said, we used to have our animals here. And so I could almost understand, except just remember this was on a Saturday. I can almost understand if that school were there, you know, they might have a little bit of worry that, oh my gosh, CJ's walking towards the school, but that school wasn't there before. It was just a big field. But then, remember, it was also a Saturday, and schools aren't in session on Saturdays. So, I mean, even that argument would have failed. But anyway, I just wanted to show you how this little 2-lane road where I was arrested has changed into a 4-lane divided road with a sidewalk on both sides. The place that started it all. They should have renamed this the Second Amendment Memorial Boulevard or something. Or Open Carry Boulevard, since this is the birthplace of it. All right. Let's go back this way. Oh, actually, I'm gonna get on the road. You know, it really sucks having skin cancer because I ride. I've got my face mostly covered. I've got long sleeve shirt as thin as I can get, and wearing pants. So in the summers it really sucks going on these rides. Oh, and I got gloves on as well. All right, I'm gonna go for a ride into the park on the trail. Howdy. Howdy. How you doing? You want me to stop? No, have at it.
I want to show my girl.
Yeah, how you doing?
Good, brother. You?
Doing good, doing good. Yeah, I've got two, it's different on each side.
Yeah, I like your message, man.
So, just trying to let people know to stop listening to all this unconstitutional stuff they're doing.
All this fake news and shit.
Yeah.
All this bullshit.
Right, just let people know they're free and.
Yeah,
So.
I agree, brother.
But yeah, take all the pictures you want.
Hell yeah.
Take it easy, man.
Keep it up, brother.
Be safe.
Like that. Oh, what you got? Did you make that yourself?
I built it myself. Yeah. Yep. It's just a AR-15, Legion Arms, made by a company here in Temple, but they're not here anymore.
Legion Arms.
Yeah, they went out of business a while ago. So, but yeah.
I want to make my own build. You want to help me out? I mean, I was in the military. Retired.
Oh, thanks for your service, man. So was I. I'm retired Army.
Yeah, Army 2, 11 Bravo.
Oh, nice.
But I think I was thinking about a what is it, a 300?
300 blackout?
Yeah.
Yeah, those are really good. The
Yeah.
ammo's really expensive on
Is
those
it?
though. Yeah, so I mean you're just as good with a 308.
Okay.
I mean a 300 blackout's a great rifle. Don't get me wrong, but you're probably going to do just as good, but not spend as much on ammo with a 308 or even like a 6.5.
Okay. Yeah. Creedmoor or something.
Yeah.
How much did you build that for?
I think after everything I put into it, it's probably about 1900. After all, because I've got an upgraded trigger, I've got a nickel-plated bolt carrier group.
What kind of optics you got on that? Is that
Vortex.
Okay.
Should be a Vortex.
Yeah. Nice, brother.
Yep.
Looks good.
All right,
Let me
brothers.
get one more.
All right. Yeah, you might want to get the other side too. It's a little bit. It's a different saying over there.
Okay. You don't mind if I post it, dude?
No, I don't care.
Okay.
I'm in public, bro.
Hell yeah.
I bring it.
That's how the message got to get out.
Yeah. All right.
Doing it nowadays anyway.
Yeah. Hey, take it easy. All right. Little positive encounter there. It's always good, right? How y'all doing? I should probably get a sponsor and have them pay me to put their signs on my bike as I go bike riding. Advertise for them. Howdy. How y'all doing? Hey, good. Howdy. Hi. Hey, buddy. How y'all doing? Tell you, since this coronavirus thing, I have never seen so many people on this trail. It doesn't matter what time of day you come here. My wife comes out here every morning, like religiously, and she said the same thing. I'm not as religiously here, but I've noticed it. It took government telling people to stay inside to get them to go outside. Coming up on your left. Hi there. Hello. Howdy. Feliz cumpleaños. Let's play a little five-finger death punch. See, how's my battery doing here? Oh, good. I forgot my charger, so I'll either get home or the battery will die on my phone. Woo. Barbecue smells good. We're on Adams now in Temple. Howdy. That's funny. These two law firms have different signs for which judge they support. So I like Michael F. White better because Jeff Parker's the better of the two candidates for judge. He's an actual constitutional guy. I know him personally. And we need judges who will uphold the Constitution and the law and not their own opinions. And uphold the law as compared against the Constitution, not just uphold the law. That's what I need to do is go get my kayaks. Oh boy. I haven't even seen law enforcement today. I mean, even just driving by, I haven't seen one. Hey, so one more thing. I'm finalizing a petition to the Texas Supreme Court. I'm pretty much done with it. I've been over the weekend. I've been rereading it and editing it. At some point, I'm just going to have to turn it in to my attorney and my lead attorney, because I'm kind of a perfectionist, and every time I reread it, I think, well, hang on, I could probably strengthen this argument. And so I'll do more research, and then I'll tweak it a little bit, and then I'll go to edit and review it, and I'll be like, oh wait, I can add this too, or I should probably add this. This will make this part stronger. But anyway, I'm challenging what we're doing. We are challenging the constitutionality of Texas Government Code 411-178 Alpha, which is the statute that says if you're arrested for any Class A or B or equivalent offense misdemeanor, your license to carry is suspended until those charges are dismissed or you're acquitted. And of course, that's a violation of due process. And as expected, we lost at the trial court, and we lost in the appellate court because the court determined that the due process hearing was good enough, even though the only thing that was determined at the due process hearing was whether or not charges were pending. Well, nobody disputes that there are charges pending in this case that I'm working on. The dispute is, the dispute is not whether or not charges are pending. Both parties agree, yes, there are charges pending against the defendant. However, the fact that he has been deprived of a substantial right without a meaningful hearing, a fair and meaningful hearing, before having his rights stricken, because there is in this country a presumption of innocence. And so based on that presumption of innocence, until the charges are adjudicated, especially if it's a non-violent misdemeanor crime, then he should not be losing his rights, and that the statutory construction of the law is actually unconstitutional. So anyway, that's the brief that I'm working on, and I can't tell you how blessed I am that I have been arguing about this in the legislature for a long time. And I said that when I become an attorney, there are so many laws I'm going to challenge on a constitutional basis And the fact that this was the first case I was given as an intern to draft, I was asked, hey, do you want to draft a Supreme Court petition? And I was like, whoa, Supreme Court? Well, Texas Supreme Court. I was like, okay. And I was told what it was, and I was like, hell yes, I'll draft that. Because that's like the holy grail for me. Howdy. Now, I'll say that the underlying case isn't what I would call the perfect vehicle, because we're not really arguing that it's unconstitutional on Second Amendment grounds. The Second Amendment is invoked because of the fact that the statute is unconstitutional on due process grounds. And so the only arguments on appeal are due process, not specifically the Second Amendment. Coming up on your left side. Thank you. Have fun. How y'all doing? Thank you. You don't look 61. Who's that creepy perv old man talking to my 16-year-old daughter? All right, I'm gonna stop up here for a minute, just look at the chat. If you had a question about anything, go ahead and post it again, because I'm not gonna scroll all the way up. And if you had a question earlier, you can bring it up. Or if you have a question now, I'll see it for just a few minutes before I get on the road back to my house. Hi. Howdy. There's a lot of people here. Maybe I'll go a little bit further. I love that patch. You got plates in there? Yeah. Okay. Howdy. Howdy. Okay, I'll stop right here in the shade. Let's see here. Devil's music? No, it's Five Finger Death Punch, man. When is an arrest legal or illegal? So, an arrest is legal when there is probable cause that a crime is, was, or will be committed. Pretty easy one there. Unreasonable crime tape that cops do. I don't know if I understand. What about the unreasonable crime tape that cops do? I guess you just gotta challenge it. I'm sure someone has called me and is suspicious, but they probably responded, oh, that's probably CJ, code 4. Yeah, Chris, listening to the Amity Affliction earlier, and now Five Finger Death Punch. Yeah, I know. They go a little out of control with their crime scene roping off. I don't know that there's been case law about that or not. I haven't looked into that. I mean, I know they can rope off a reasonable section, obviously. Hello. So was that the answer to your question? Was that good? Yeah, I listen to a lot of different stuff. I'm just in a I'm in a Five Finger Death Punch and Amity Affliction mood today. Although I'm actually getting ready to change it. That was one of the reasons why I wanted to stop. What am I carrying? I've got my 6 Hour 1911 Scorpion on my side and my Legion Arms AR-15 on my back. I'm just gonna put it on shuffle for all my music, so you're gonna hear all kinds of stuff. Some rap, some country. Personnel, do you have kids? Willing to answer? What do they think of your activism? Yeah, I've got 3 kids. My youngest just graduated high school. My oldest daughter, so my youngest daughter just graduated high school. My oldest daughter just graduated college at, since she's not there anymore, I can say, from Oklahoma State University. And my middle child is a senior in college at Texas A&M. And my youngest will be starting in the fall at another university. So next year we'll have, well, I guess this year we had 4 people in college. I had all 3 of my kids in college because my daughter, my youngest daughter, was going to high school and taking college courses at the same time. She's been doing that last couple years to get ahead on her undergraduate. So my oldest daughter, my son, my youngest daughter somewhat, and then me were all in college at the same time. And this year, my oldest daughter will be out of college, so it'll just be 3 of us still. And then next year, me and my youngest will still be in school. So I think I graduate. No, I'll graduate a year before with my Juris Doctorate, a year before my daughter does. So that's good. So yeah, 3 kids. Got 3 kids that I know of. No, I'm just kidding. Just 3 kids. All right, I think I got all the questions here. I don't want to stop too long so I don't get so my muscles don't atrophy here. Just gonna scroll up a little bit, see if I can see anything with a question mark. By the way, while I'm stopped, my prayers go out to SA Ecstasy Prez and backup camera girl Buck G. They were in a car accident, or a motorcycle accident, excuse me. How many people do you see wearing masks out there? 0. 0. I have not seen a single person wearing a mask yet. What's up, North Carolina Tyrant Hunter? All right, well, I think that's everything. Are you expecting any issues on your ride? You know, I never expect issues. Issues find me sometimes, but I never expect issues. But no, I don't have any issues when I ride around here. Everybody knows me. All the cops know who I am, for the most part. Every now and then we'll get a rookie, because I'll be out riding somewhere I don't normally ride, and a rookie will start following me. And I think what happens is he calls it in, and they probably inform him, because he'll be following me for a little bit behind my bike. And then I've got a little mirror on here. Let me show you. Got a little mirror on my helmet here. What the heck? Oh, sorry. Got a little mirror here. And so then I'll just see him turn around and leave all of a sudden without making any contact. So I think what they do is they'll call it in, and they probably do something like, oh, that's Grisham. Let me clean off my camera here. So no, I don't expect any problems. I never do. Nice, yeah. I'll tell you, 1911, I used to be an XD guy. I'm still an XD guy. I love my XD40. That's used to be all I carried was my XD. And then I got my first 1911 after shooting my dad's. And now I've got, I think, 5 1911s. Something like that. Well, I do have a great family. I don't know if I'm a great guy there, James, but I do have a great family. And if I am a great guy, it's because my family makes me great. And my friends and people like that. I'm not really that, I'm nothing special, that's for sure. All right, so that's everything. I'm going to go ahead and turn this around. We'll finish our ride. Let me see what I got. I got 18% battery life left. Nice, Johnny Cash. You might hear some Johnny Cash on. I've got it on random now. So you're probably going to hear some country, some rock, some rap, some pop. Who knows? As long as YG doesn't come on, I should be okay. Oh. All right. Woo, that breeze feels good on my sweat. All right, so I cannot see comments anymore. I'm out of the shade, and it's bright as crazy, not a cloud in the sky. Can't believe I forgot my battery pack. I never forget my battery pack. For my phone, anyway. I do have my GoPro on as well, but and I've got 2 extra batteries for that. So I'll be turning in my Supreme Court petition tomorrow. I'm excited. Hello again. Whew. It's a bit warm, folks. It's a bit warm. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go through the pasture. I'm not gonna take the trail the whole way back. I'm gonna go through our pasture. Brand new Sefco going up here, which I'm happy about. Got some honks of approval. right, guys. I am almost off the highway.
Found out way out on the road, someplace that we don't know. But it's alright, keep on driving all night, straight on through till morning. I know which way to go, 'cause it feels like we've been here forever. I don't know how much farther or where we're going to.
I love country life. It's so peaceful out here.
Bring it on the doorway. Tells us where we came from and what we gotta do. Wherever this goes, no matter how far, baby, you are the song that's written on my heart. Wherever we stand, wherever we fall, no matter at all, I will be forever yours. From this moment to the day the curtains close, no matter at all, I will be forever yours. Wherever this goes, no matter how far, baby, you are the song that's written on my heart. Wherever we stand, wherever we fall, no matter at all, I will be forever yours. From this moment to the day the curtains close, no matter at all, I will be forever yours. Wherever this goes.
Woo, this blacktop is hot.
Wherever this goes.
Probably my favorite band, Blue October here.
Stop standing, you're the reason I feel so unhappy all the time. I've given you everything I know how. You're standing on the top of my shoe, keeping me from gaining ground. Hey, look, I'm sorry if you feel like I let you down. Can you tell me what have I done so wrong?
To you, tell me, what am I supposed to do?
I sure feel like you. Now I know it's true. I can't believe you're
This is the Temple Airport on the left.
too scared. You're scared of all this. I can't stop feeling. Can you hear me now? Look, my world was shaking, my mind was quaking, my heart kept breaking. I threw it against the wall. Can anyone feel me at all? So can you tell me what have I done so wrong to you? Tell me what am I supposed to do? I got a feeling you're falling out of love with me. Tell me where I'm supposed to be. I should be loved by.
All right, I'm gonna get this board off the road. Oh, wonder where all the cattle are. All right, got 8% left on my phone. Ah, jeez. Looks like all the cattle are over that way, to the right.
I've said this a million times, but there was one rule, and one rule only, is that no.
So this is Kenny Thomas. Kenny.
40 days, 40 fights, 40 showtowns, 40 nights, town to town, man, can't slow down, I'm a wanted man. All the girls, a man is back in town. I'm gonna show you how the West was won. Lock, stock, barrel, and a smoking gun. A smoking gun. Jesse James got nothing on me. Billy the Kid better let me be. They think they're good. They think they're fast. Yeah, I think they're funny. Ha! I'll shoot them last. I'm a girl. Tell all the other boys, the man is back in town. Guns in a hurry, gonna fire at will. Taking aim on you, and I shoot the thrill. I'm gonna show you how the West was won. Lock, stock, barrel, and a smoking gun. Got a smoking gun.
daddy. Yeah, stick 'em up, I'll be your huckleberry. I'm a gunslinger, honey, hunting it down. Yeah, like a other boys. Yeah, Kenny town. Gunslinger, honey, gonna fire the wheel. Take an aim on you and I shoot the thrill. I'm gonna show you how the West was won. Like a stock barrel and a smoking gun. A smoking gun. Yeah, smoking gun. Smoking
t-shirt. Tie ribbons on your top hat, telling me I'm all that, just like the girls from your hometown. Sweet-blooded and I'm stranded, see if I can stand it. Drinking in shallow water, magnetic, everything about you. You really got me now. You do to me so well, hypnotic, taking over me, make me feel like someone else. You got me tucking in my sleep. I don't wanna come back down. I don't wanna touch the ground. Suffocations of something hypnotic, taking over me. White threads on my lace lips, stuck on the hinges, swinging the door to the backyard. Cause splinters like a tightrope, spun like a bandage, touch on the outer surface. Bright eyes of the solstice, wherever your mind is, headed for a freight train city. Locked up till you're moonlit, brushing my hair back, feeling your lips on the cold neck. Magnetic, everything about you, you really got me now. You do to me so well, hypnotic, taking over me, make me feel like someone else. You got me tucking in my sleep. I don't wanna come back down. I don't wanna touch the ground. Suffocations of something hypnotic, taking over me. Hypnotic, taking over me. You do to me so well, hypnotic, taking over me, make me feel like someone else. You got me tucking in my sleep. I don't wanna come back down. I don't wanna touch the ground. Suffocations of something hypnotic, taking over me. Hypnotic, taking over me. Hypnotic, taking over me.
Hello. Bandito, I'll kick you.
You got nothing better to do on a Sunday afternoon, huh?
Well, I figure if I'm going to go for a bike ride, I might as well kill two birds with one stone and make a statement.
Yeah.
Hi.
I got some mail for you.
Oh, dear. It's not a summons, is it? Hi. Oh. Just because. Just to show people it's nothing to be afraid of. Yeah. What's your favorite dog? Bandito? Yeah, he's nice, isn't he?
It used to be Cole.
Oh, yeah? Cole's cool, too.
Cole's still my favorite.
Yeah.
He's my favorite.
I think I like Bandito, too, and Kalaya is probably my favorite. Oh, yeah? What's wrong with Spike?
He breathes so much, he won't stop following me.
Yeah,
But I still like him.
he likes people. Oh, what's this?
And your father just keeps thinking that y'all live at my address.
Hi.
My dad's an idiot.
You got enough stuff covered up?
Well, you know,
Hey!
skin cancer, I gotta cover up everything I can. It sucks because the ride is hot.